so back again. Let me show you the things we feed them. This is Vibrant Life. This is their chicken feed. I love this stuff. They like the. This comes in they have crumble and then the whole form. Our chickens prefer the crumble. It's got marigold extract for golden yolk, so it increases the yolk. Plus, I've noticed with this stuff, it really increases our egg production. Another thing you can feed them is corn. So I have this corn. I'm gonna split this in two, and I'll throw it in there. You'll see they'll go crazy on it. And then where do I store my feed? Because this is more than enough. This will fill this up, and I have a container on the side of the house, and I'll put that in. So again, a Vibrant Life, I get it at Walmart. I've never seen it sold anywhere else. I try not to get Purina brand. Haven't had good results with their stuff. Okay, so this is where we store their chicken feed. Another thing I mix with their feed is oyster shells, because you don't want to get soft eggs. Okay, that calcium intake. All right. Fly traps, I don't feed them this. I just was storing this in here, but you get flies, lots of flies. Chickens like to poop a lot, so they will crawl the flies. Okay, this is an apron. It's given by my mother-in-law. It's great for putting my eggs in. I use it a lot. Let me show you. There we go. See? I think I've showed this before, but if you haven't seen it, there you go. The eggs fit in there. So right now it's been hot lately, so they have not been producing a lot of eggs. All right, this is called Power Conditioning Supplement. It helps again with their vitamin, gives them vitamin E. Got a lot of good stuff. Another thing you want to get for them, you want to put in their water. I don't have it today, but maybe I'll do a video on it. Is Mother's. It's got something in there that's really good for their digestion system. I can tell when they need it because their bowel movements get really kind of runny a little bit, and you don't want that. So I'm gonna have to get. There's a couple of them starting to show that sign, so I'm gonna have to get some Mothers. And what you do is I put it in all their water sources, so they have to drink it. Chickens are okay with bitter stuff. They don't seem to mind hot sauce. I used to put chili pepper in their feed to, again, it improves the yolk, color of the yolk. They don't mind it, so you could give them hot sauce to be perfectly fine with it. All right. Second thing is this. This is Chicken Scratch. There's a place in Salinas. It's a feed store on Laurel Drive. Their name escapes me, but I love going there, helping a small business in Salinas. So on my lunch, usually I'll go there on Fridays and pick this stuff up. And this is just Chicken Scratch. It's and I mix it up. There's some. They have all sorts. They have the corn. I don't know if you can see the corn pieces of corn in there. That's good for egg production. Milo. There's some of that. A bunch of other stuff. So these are a couple bags of that. And here's our chicken feed. This is what it looks like. I'm gonna pour it in there here in a moment so you see what it looks like. This is the crumb stuff. It smells really good. It comes in this form as well. So I don't, hold on, let's try that again. It comes in this form as well. They'll eat it, but they don't seem they seem to like the crumbs a lot more than this kind right here. So hopefully you can see that. So that's just the old chicken feed. So this is all. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill this up, and I'll store the chicken feed in here. All right, so hopefully you can see this. So I'm filling. This is the main chicken feeder right there, and this will probably fit. Yeah, there we go. that will go 2 days right there. This right here, again, this is oyster shells. So hopefully this is coming. I have a new a neck adapter for my Cosel 7LE. So hopefully you're picking this up and it's recording. I can't really see, but hopefully it is. And what I'm doing now is I put it, like I said, I put it in top of the feed, so they have to eat it. So hopefully you saw that. Hopefully you can see that. And I do it over the inside this container here. That way, see, it goes all over the place. That way I don't waste any, and next time I feed them. And that way they have to eat this, okay? And this is for, it has lots of calcium and it prevents soft eggs. Okay, now I have a second feeder. This right here, again, hopefully you can see this. This was when we had baby chickens, okay? We use this because we have a chicken in chicken jail. I've mentioned it before. You'll see her. I'm not trying to be mean or cruel to her. She just goes broody all the time, even when you collect eggs sometimes. And so you have to put her by herself because she can prevent I have another chicken that will go broody if she sees this one going broody. And I don't want that to happen. So she's just separate right now. She's got her own little pen. You'll see chicken jail. And I'm just going to keep her there till probably Monday or Tuesday. I'll be out of town after that. And so let's plop this here. She hasn't been laying. None of them have laid a lot of eggs lately because it's been so hot here. And when it gets really hot, it can really reduce the amount of eggs you get. Again, you see I'm putting this in here so she gets enough calcium. So there you go. And that is because you don't want soft eggs, because soft eggs can break in the birthing canal, and you don't want that. So there we go. I got my Happy Easter, kind of apropos. Alright, so there is the chicken feed all filled up. Here's the one for our chicken in chicken jail. Alright, let's go on over there. So hopefully, like I said, I've never used this neck camera adjuster, so I'm hoping this is working. If you can't see any of it, I'll just cut it all out. Alright, you can see the lawn needs to be cut. If you saw a piece of dog poo-poo, I apologize. Alright, so here they are. Hopefully you can see this. There's all 5 of them. These are obviously not in chicken jail. So I'll put those down there. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do, see this? And they like, actually, believe it or not, they eat this stuff too. Apologize about my finger being in the way all the time. But they like this. They are hungry because they haven't been fed. So once you get chickens, they'll get used to you. And but like I said, they like corn. So there's some corn right there. So I'll just toss one right there, one right there. And what they're really looking for is this. This is chicken scratch. Okay. There are some mealworms in here. It adds a little bit of protein. Okay. Again, this is stuff I've got from that. And Walmart has another brand. It's called Omega. That's really good as well. It's good for egg production. But I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can see me feeding them the chicken scratch. So I'll put some over there. And this one here in the corner, there's our chicken jail. I will give her some too. In fact, I'll just go ahead and hopefully you can see me toss it in there. There you go. They like to steal from each other. The chickens don't know loyalty when it comes to food. Alright, so that's... If you get chicken scratches, good for them. Happy chickens are laying chickens, and that's our reason for having them. Although, come September, October, through probably about December, they'll lay a lot fewer eggs. If this last year was any indication of it. So basically they're going to mooch off us. Alright, so let's go ahead and put this right here. Again, that's going to be for Frida down there. Gonna put this right here. You can see the flies already. They're everywhere. The hotter it gets, the hot. I think it increases the smell of their poo-poo. So this is chicken jail, as we call it. Trust me, I do not want to put this chicken in here. When she lays, she's a pretty decent layer. Plus, I love the color of her eggs. There we go. Let's put that right there. See, you can see her. She does not like to be touched at all. She's been picked up since she was a wee little chicken, and she is not fond of that at all. So I'll put this over to prevent her from getting too hot from the sun. And this is an old fly catcher. This is going to be the new one. So what I'm going to do, make sure that I've got plenty of water. It's going to be a hot day. You can see it already. Yeah, this one needs to be filled. You don't want to make sure that you want to make sure they have plenty of water in the summer, because it can get hot. Even here in Hollister, we get starting to get really hot. It's nice where I'm at right now. Here in the shade, it's super nice. The chickens in the morning usually will come over on the side of the house here, and they'll kind of just relax over here, because it's a lot cooler over here. But I can see that the sun starts to rise. It will get just as hot here as it does in the other part of the yard. So I'm cleaning this up. Like I said, they poop everywhere, including they can poop in their water. That's good. So I'm gonna clear this out. So see that? Hopefully you can see all this. And just gonna fill it up. I don't have any mothers on me right now, otherwise I'd put it in here. But I will be buying some mothers probably this week. Thanks to inflation, it's kind of expensive now, but it's good for their digestion. And fill this thing up. And this one right here will last probably about a week. There we go. Of course, they'll drink all the water that's around here too. So, like I said, they're chickens. They have no problem with that at all. They're not cats or dogs. Oh. Cats and dogs would drink this too, actually. Alright, so I try and put this water in the shade a little. And this way they have plenty of water. There it goes right there. So hopefully you can see that. Okay. All right. Flies are everywhere. Again, it's summertime, it's hot. And that's the thing about chickens, they can attract the flies. And you want to make sure, like you can see, I have one of those cheap little 79-cent fly traps right there. That works perfect as well. But These little fly things work great too. They smell though. They smell really bad. So, but they work. And this one needs to be changed. There we go. Get it off. There. All right, so you can't see it, but you can feel the flies in there. There's a lot of them in that one. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and plop this. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. I just used some old metal wire. Works perfect. Flies don't care. And I have 3 of these throughout the area. There we go. All right. In fact, I'll show you another one. There's one right here. In fact, probably, yeah, you can see the flies all in there. See, they get stuck in there and they can't get out. And that's how you get them. And that bag's full of flies. Let me show you the other one I have. This one doesn't get filled as much, but does get some. In fact, here we go. Look at that. These things work pretty decently. They don't last as long, but they do work. Okay, 79 cents for that thing. And then here's another fly. Yep, it's got quite a few flies in there. So there we go. That's another fly trap. In fact, you see one right there. So they do attract flies, so keep that in mind, especially in the summer. All right, right here is that deal I was talking about with the dirt. I'm gonna go put some of that topsoil in here, and it will fill right up. All right, so here's this topsoil I was talking about. Got this from Ace Hardware. And let me show you what I'm going to do with it. Oops. Chickens love a good dust bath, so you want to keep them happy. Happy. See, they're quiet and peaceful because they've got food. And so hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. There we go. That'll work. All right, and that's their dust bath for them, and they'll have a good time with that. All right. See that corn? They love corn. They will pick that thing clean. Wish I had an example of what it looks like when they're done, but I don't. And again, these are free range chickens, so they run around all the garden area. We have a fence here to keep the dog out. He would probably, I don't know if he'd eat them, but he'd probably kill them unintentionally. See if we got any eggs. Oh, look at that, guys. We got an egg. This is, so hopefully we'll get more. Hopefully we'll get 4 more today. Again, that's the whole reason for this, is for the eggs. Coco laid this. Coco is that one right there. She is very vocal. All the rest you can see are pretty quiet, but not that one. She is a talkative chicken. Alright, so here we go, guys. I'm in the middle of mowing the lawn, as you can see. About halfway through. So, what we're going to do is show you how chickens eat grass. There you go. There's a lot of it right there. Freshly cut. And I'll pour it right there. Hopefully you can see it. Trying to do this one hand. And they will eat all of this, by the way. So if you're wondering, there we go. That should do it. Here they come. Look at that. They just ate, so they may not eat as much right now. Okay. They like the grass. This grass will all be gone within 3 or 4 days. There they go. See, they love grass. Like I said, they just ate this morning, so they're probably not as hungry as they normally would. But this afternoon, they'll go crazy on it. And they like fresh. The fresher, the better. So sometimes I've given them. Sometimes you give them stuff that's been in the lawnmower for a while. They don't like that as much. But they do like freshly cut grass. So there we go, guys. So there's another episode of Fat Guy in His Backpack. A little backyard chicken advice. If you live in Hollister, you can have up to 6 to 8 chickens, I believe. I know it's at least 6. I think you can get up to 8 depending on how big your yard is. No roosters, so you can't have roosters. And again, you don't need roosters for eggs. In fact, you don't want them. So you kind of got an idea of how we feed our chickens. So there we go. Kind of exciting. Pretty easy. Again, the don'ts: avocados, potatoes. You shouldn't give them bread. People give them bread all the time. And definitely nothing dairy. But anything else you can pretty much give them. Citrus, I've been told, probably shouldn't give them as well because it kind of gives them gastro issues. But they love like watermelon, corn. You saw them eat that corn. They went crazy on that. But there we go. Alright, guys. So we'll see you next time on another exciting episode of Fat Guy in His Backpack. Hopefully you enjoyed this backyard chicken episode. And hopefully you look into getting your own chickens. They are fun to have. They are fun to take care of. They're fun to work with. They're fun to watch. If you're a retiree, it's a great way to great little hobby. We have free range chickens. That's why they run around the garden. But you can also put them in a pen. Just make sure you don't have as many chickens. That area that you saw where it's gated off, probably 4 is probably good for that size. But they're so used to running around the garden, they don't like being cooped up anymore. But they always lay their eggs in the same spot where I showed you. Alright, so you saw the egg, it's right here. Yeah, this is Coco's egg, because it looked kind of a chocolatey cocoa color to it. And hopefully we'll have more today. Alright guys, see you next time on Fat Guy's Backpack. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Leave a comment in that comment bar. Love to hear those comments. Any ideas, any questions you have about chickens, and especially backyard chickens. Any tips on things you need to know on how to take care of them. Happy to answer any questions that you have. So, alright guys, we'll see you next time.